Okay, we'll do a startup procedure now for the KTM Hall Solar Resilience Centre. First thing you want to do is turn on your solar power from the roof, and that's all your 6 strings. And you'll see here, this will start. And next you want to turn on your charge controller, front left hand corner, little switch under there. Turn that forward, you see the lights go on and that'll wake up. Same with the charge controller on the right. Turn it on, let's come forward. Now we can close the DC spade switch, which allows DC power to or from the inverter and from the batteries. And then we can start up the battery. So there is a master and there is a slave. The master's to the right, eh? Oh, it's got 2 here. So the master has got the 2 plugs into it, comms plugs. And so that's the one battery on the right. So the first thing we need to do is push and hold for 5 seconds the on switch on the battery. The dial will light up around the on switch, indicating the BMS or battery manager is on, and that will stay lit, and that indicates what sort of charge the battery has got in there. And then we want to take the circuit breaker, lift that all the way up. That will stay there. If it doesn't quite lock in because you haven't held it long enough, it will drop down only 1/3 of the way. Then you have to shut it down by pushing off and restart the process over again. And we'll do the next battery on the left. Hold, press and hold, and that's looking good. And then lift, and that stayed up. So that's the batteries on. So you've got power on the DC bus. Now I've closed the DC isolation. You want to do that nice and fast because it is DC current, which can cause arc flashes. Then you can turn on your AC. The inverters will take a wee while to start up. Now we don't have the generator hooked up, so we don't have to connect that up. And we will leave it ready to hook up on the outside with the generator. Then we'll leave that there. So basically that's the system starting up, and you'll see on the main screen it will, and it takes a couple of minutes to start up, but you'll see everything in here, the grid. Now it's not loading up the solar because it's not changed over to solar on the changeover switch, so it's in the grid there. But if we come back out here to the main switchboard, well, you have to turn it to solar, 3-position switch there. Now if we go back to the Servo GX, or we can see it online, now we've taken a couple of minutes, and this is ramped right up again, so the grid's back on. It's exporting, it's got a negative number. You see the solar's generating 5.5 kilowatts right now. That will slowly increase, and you'll see it'll be supporting the loads, charging the battery and exporting to the grid. So that's an overview of the system. Over here we've got a description of startup and shutdown.